Hmm. Yeah. Why is that? No. Is it not working on? Oh, that's good. Cool. Good minced. Good morning, brother. Good Arthur was good. Lao sock. Good, brother. You got it, minced. Don't worry, bro. We take care of each other, man. Trading ain't easy. Is this the last? No, this is the first one out of the next 100. We got 100 more streams, brother. Question: what does maximum contract size 5 mean? It means 5 minis or 50 micros is your maximum. Good morning, Rosalie. What's good, Rubes? What's good, Jonas? Poco Loco. Gotta change my random username. Yeah, I don't know what Loudsock is, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Loudsock's crazy. That's like an alias, bro. Like you definitely gotta change that. Something more or something. Okay, Yusuf. Morning, Ziggo. This bottom takedown move for 1.9K. Nice, bro. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else not feeling for you. I gotta get a haircut today, guys. It's that time of the week. Or that time of the bye week. I hope Previously High doesn't get hit before market opens. It might be a tough one because ES already took previous day's high, but I agree. I have a draw on previous day's high, so let's go, Bella. Let's go, username. Feel the weight on your skin. No one knows. Let's go, Mateus. Day 79. Isn't it day 78 today? Let's see when you get to 100, bro. We'll see. We'll see. You know what time Trump will release his tariff updates? No, man. I have zero idea, I'm gonna be honest. That will definitely play a role. This will definitely play a role. It was 78. Ah, my bad, bro. That's on me, bro. That's on me. Feel the weight on your skin. How do you know if it's manipulation or continuation after a higher low gets swept? Bro, the answer is so easy. Bias. If you're bullish and it takes a low, well, you expect higher. If you're bearish and it takes out a low, right? Very simple stuff, brother. All depending on conviction and bias. If you don't know any clear, if you don't have any clear direction or anything, well, then you just wait. You don't trade, right? You just wait. I'm gonna be looking for longs today. What's good? Another day, another dollar. What's good, Ryan? What's good, Sieb? I'm looking for previous day's high today. I know yes already took it, but previous day's high is a strong drop. So if it's bullish and takes a higher high, it's gonna continue. I mean, that's not my criteria to look for a continuation entry. I would assume it's gonna continue, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna enter once we make a higher high. That's not my criteria. Wish he posted a time. He only posted on Tuesday, release in the morning. Yeah, I know, it's stupid, bro. He's probably just like gonna buy some stocks or something and then just. And then just do it. Where do you enter then? Like this. So this is price action right now, right? Right? So how do I know if it's gonna manipulate higher and then reverse or continue? Well, I'm bullish. So what do I have to do? I wait for this. And I trade this. Pretty much it. Pretty simple stuff. Today's FOMC. Why do you trade? Because it's FOMC minutes, I don't mind. But obviously, if we start seeing signatures, then we'll just look to trade the afternoon, right? I will be trading the afternoon FOMC minutes for sure. But like I said, because it's FOMC minutes, not the press conference, it doesn't play as big of a role. Still does, but it's not as big of a role. It's it's exactly what it is. It's just a recap of FOMC. What's good, Robert? Isn't yesterday I blew all of my funded? It's tough. It happens, bro. Welcome to the party, Lori. It happens. Start fresh. ICT said on this day to only trade AM. Yeah, I really don't think he's ever said that, bro. I think you may have mistaken it. Yep, you're right. We've already expanded. In fact, we're trading at near high of day right now, so definitely in premium. Is a 5-minute breaker valid? It is a 5-minute breaker, if that's what you're asking me. I'm going back to sleep. Enjoy your sleep, brother. Only trade AM for NFP, not FOMC. Again, that's very subjective. Patient knows London highs way too high. Why did you remove the AM and PM chat in the server? I'm gonna just put it into one. I'm just gonna put it all here. So there, I'm just gonna put it all here. I think it's way easier to just do one rather than two. And just recap, right? And I'm gonna start just sending my actual journal rather than these like little mini journals. Just improve the transparency. So it's still gonna be there. Every trade will be journaled. It'll just go into one. Also today's day 1 out of 100, so that sweater looks fire. This is just a t-shirt, bro. I always wear, but my whole wardrobe is like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have a lot of clothes. I'm not gonna lie, but the ones I actually wear are all just plain t-shirts. I just have a bunch of plain t-shirts, oversized plain t-shirts. What's good, GatieTrades? What's good, Delusional, by the way? What's good, BG? What the hell? How do you know which NQ chart to look at? My trade locker chart looks different to other ones. Is trade locker futures? What's your bias? I'm gonna try to look for some longs, looking for shorts. Not right now. If we get strong bearish order flow off previous day's high, maybe switching. Oh, nice, bro. GatieTrades, nice, bro. Good. Give yourself your own identity. Previous day's high, strong draw for me. That's good, Hamza. Nice video yesterday. Appreciate you. Yeah, listen, no, if you guys haven't gotten a chance, I don't want to sit here and explain. If you haven't gotten a chance, watch this video that I posted yesterday. It's called The 100-Day Plan, Big Announcement. Yeah, it would mean a lot if you guys can watch that video, just so I don't have to explain it to everyone every day. Yeah. James, you want to trade this one right here, NQU 2025 or MNQU 2025. Yo, the Clash Royale Pro is here. Yo, our Clash Royale clan is crazy, bro. I did not think that when I was gonna post the Clash Royale clan, freaking beasts were gonna join the clan, bro. Like, you guys are actual beasts. I'm gonna trade AM and PM today. Clash of Clans is also pretty beastly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you guys are beasts, bro. This guy said in the clan longs today. Like, yo, this guy has, bro, Tim has 10,000 trophies. I didn't even know that was possible. What is that like the leaderboard, bro? Are you on the leaderboard? That's gotta be the leaderboard, right? Tim's on the leaderboard? Bro, Tim is on the leaderboard? Bro, Tim, you need to go live, bro. Everyone needs to watch Tim. Yo, what deck do you use, bro? Oh, you're not on the leaderboard? Sorry, guys. Sorry, I take that back. My mistake. Not yet, but he will be. He uses Elixir Pump and Expo? I could never use that personally. Favorite card, Expo? What the helly? What the hell? The links in the. I mean, if it works, bro. If it works, Tim plays Expo. If you want to join the clan, it's in the thing. For gold, it's an MGC1. Yeah, as long as you keep beta adjust on, you can trade MGC. Just keep this beta adjust on. So if you want to see it right here, it's actually in the bottom right. I don't know how to get to it from here. I lied. It's in the bottom right of your screen. What happens after 100 streams? I mean, you can watch the video. No, I'm still gonna trade. No, I'm still gonna trade every day. What's most likely gonna happen is I'm gonna record my trading sessions and then post them. I think I maybe go live in a Discord. Would you rather gain muscle or gain eye gas? What the hell is eye gas? I'll probably stream in the Discord instead. I'm gonna trade though. I'm never gonna stop trading. Trading is my main job. What's daily basis? The daily basis. That's a good question. The daily basis is previous day's high. What's good, Christ? I'm gonna trade AM session. It might be really slow. I'm definitely more focused on the PM, but I'm here. Bias, I'm bullish. Simple bullish bias. We're gonna have to find high probability lines. Daily basis. Daily basis. It could hit Monday's high. I have that level marked out as well. We'll have to see if it gets expansive there. Feel the weight on your skin. Any reason for bullishness? Yeah, very simple. London manipulated below midnight, took out Asia lows. We got the CISD above. That means this low is likely protected. And it means in New York session, I'm looking for high probability longs. Previous day's high is a very strong drawn liquidity. Monday's high is a very strong drawn liquidity. And I think that could potentially be reached. In terms of weekly power of 3, it's not the cleanest, but Monday did take Friday's low and then close above. So it kind of makes sense that we're going to take out Monday's high. And then as for the S&P 500, we actually traded into a bullish fair value gap. Respected it, and now we're leaving it. So nothing really telling me shorts. The only thing potentially telling me shorts is we may want to touch the weekly bullish fair value gap, which is right here. But that's not a guarantee, right? The bias is still bullish. It's just we may go down there, or may not. I don't know. How do you add contracts or take partials? Which one? Feel the weight on your skin. I will remember. Yeah, I can show you my color. I'll just show you right now. Partials, you just have to sell opposing. So if you're in longs, sell something when you want a partial, right? If you're in longs, just sell. If you're in shorts, just buy. If you want to know my background colors, it's very simple. So it's, see this? They're all 4-4. It's all the same color here. See that? All the same color here. The number is 44444. That's for all of these ones. This one's 80%. And then it's just white. and then the background. So 444 for all of them. Top right, body 80%. This one's just white. And the canvas is E9, E8, E7. That's actually like perfectly E9, E8, E7. Is it okay to trade? It's not going to be ideal, but I'll be trading personally. Feel my edge is still strong enough to trade. C2 Bay is pretty. Yo, it's a low-key and underrated colorway, bro. But it's not for me. But C2 Bay? Wait. C2 Bay? Oh, hell no, bro. What the hell is this? Oh, get that shit out of here, bro. I think there's another letter in there that you're missing. It's like the off orange one, right? What do you think about the 1 second ITG? I think it's going to deliver 100 points. Now that you say it looks bullish, but I didn't like how London and previous stage low are equal. You're right. We did not take out previous stage low. And this isn't previous stage low, by the way. This is previous stage low. But this is low from yesterday. You are correct. But if you look at the bodies, they do somewhat tell a story. We did take out sell side from yesterday. Not here. We closed below. We got the shift. And that is what it is. And now it looks like we're probably going to reach, yeah. So there we get previous day's high. So we get our draw in pre-market, which is unfortunate. We're going to have to wait. Now Loki is underrated. C2 Bay E. So let me add that color in case I ever want to explore. So I'll have to like find you. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, guys. We're already trading at high of day. I did trade PM session yesterday. We did end up in profit. I took 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 win. But the win was like 1.25 Rs or like 1.5 R. It was just like a very obvious draw. So I'm gonna be honest. I really can't long anything here. So anyways, we're gonna minimize chat. We're gonna focus up. Someone needs to hold me. Like, listen, I need like an army of you guys. Sometimes one is not enough, I guess, for me. Sometimes I just really want to read chat. I really just gotta lock in and just trade. Like, I really gotta keep chat minimized the whole time. So if you're here and you want to watch me trade the best I can on this live stream, I would appreciate it if you can remind me to now read the chat and just focus on trading. Anyways, okay. So 930 opens up. Huge opening range gap. We'll mark out the opening range gap today. So that's your opening range gap. I like to make them all one color, so it's just very easy to know what I'm referring to. Right, very obvious opening range gap. And then 930 is obviously the high. So we open up at 930 again. So for my model, I have to expect expansion. If we're trading at high of day and we're trading this high up above Asian range, we're already at like 2.5. We may be exceeding a potential like max expansion soon. So definitely not longing up here. I mean, we'll tell you that much. Definitely not longing up here. We've taken previous day's high. ES is on its way to Monday's high. We could be on our way to all-time high. It's possible. Right, I have those levels marked up. Also, oh yeah, it's on here. Okay. Yeah, and there we get straight to Monday's high, pretty much. So that was my main 2 objectives for the day. That is kind of annoying, but I mean, we're here to trade, right? And if you guys have any questions, just ask me in the Discord. Ask me after stream, right? In the time from 9:30 to 11, or yeah, I mean 9:30 to 11. Really, we want to be just focusing on the charts and taking advantage of the opportunity. The fact that we're able to be in front of the charts means you have an opportunity to learn something about yourself, about the markets, about your model, about your edge. Look to improve something. So take advantage of that opportunity, and then after the fact, right, when your session is over, you can start looking to learn or whatever the course may be. Open up my Apex account today. I don't know if this is bad, but like I kind of treat my Apex account like the least important one because I know it's harder to get payout as opposed to my Alpha Futures account, which I'm a little bit more patient with, I guess you can say. Maybe that's a toxic trait. Um, Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel. I'm not gonna read the chat, but I do have to keep the recording button open. The one issue about is I do have to open chat to click the record button at some point because I gotta record my trading. Locking this guy knew right away. Alright, close that, close that, close it. If it comes time where I think my model is gonna form, then we'll open it up and see. Okay, we're going straight to Monday's high. One single pass higher. Not easy to trade this, but let's not do anything rash, right? Stay patient. We got time on our side. There's never any rush. We know the edge. I wouldn't be opposed. Like, it's not ideal, but I wouldn't be opposed to a setup like this. Basically making the assumption that this is going to stay a breakaway gap. I don't have breakaway gap here. It'll stay a breakaway gap. Oh, did I just delete? Why did I do that? And if it's going to stay a breakaway gap, then I wouldn't expect this low to get taken, at least not by the body. In which case we could expect continuation. But definitely nothing here for me to go long off of. Probably remove the opening range gap levels here. Actually, we'll keep it. It's kind of distracting, I'm going to be honest. That's fine. So yeah, we're trading at high of day. We're just going up and up and up. We have to wait. All right, nothing we can do here. I'm going to remove the previous day's high marker. I'll leave the Monday high marker. So we actually have an S&T at Monday's high right now. This is Monday's high. This is Monday's high. Now I don't let that ever give me bias, but it could institute a move lower. So we'll see. In terms of first presentation, this one, right? Pretty clear one in my opinion, at least opposed to some of the other days where some of you were asking me which one is first presentation and then it's like really not clear. You see here, the wick covers 50%, so we do not include it, right? Now, me personally, I don't really want to. I mean, we'll keep first presentation marked out, I guess. I really don't need it, but we'll see. Stock market's probably pumping. I still have no positions, unfortunately. Nvidia's up. Like I low-key just don't trust these tariffs, bro. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we get all-time highs, and then I think we just get a big dump going into fall. Like that's all intuition. That's not really based on any technical analysis or anything. But we'll see. Putting in our first short-term high potentially. So we're just kind of waiting for a retracement here. That's all we can really do. That's what I'm looking for, right? At this point, I don't think I'm gonna look for a reversal model. Because again, I'm not expecting London lows to get taken unless we get a CISD like here. So for me to look for London lows, it's just really not happening. And it's not going to be the highest probability longs, but if it forms, maybe the setup is nice and we can trust it a little bit more. Simply have to wait for a retracement. Again, we still haven't put in any high. Let's quickly glance at the YM. Okay, so YM going sideways. And the dollar index, similar. Feel the weight on your skin. Just waiting. Again, there's no way. I'm definitely not fumbling anything here. All-time highs. All-time highs is there. I'm gonna be honest. If we get all-time high, that probably just ends my session right there. This is already looking a little meh. We are so extended. So extended. And I don't want to short this market. And right now, I don't want to click buy either. So, I feel like it's not ideal. But all-time high is a strong draw on liquidity. Again, so we're expecting this one to be a breakaway. Not expecting this low to get taken. Meaning we can just look for protraction models. How high? There's not really a high probability protraction model. Now, if you're looking at Asian range, this is the main issue, is that we are so extended. Asian range is -4. That's like a max, truly max scenario. And standard deviations of London manipulation below midnight on the 15-minute time frame is also a -4 expansion. Not the best. It's the narrative on the 4-hour. Kind of. Not really. We're just now getting our 4-hour CISD. But the 1-hour is a lot cleaner. It's just time distortion. Okay, looks like we're getting our first move lower. Good to know that the market can move lower. Maybe our first down close candle. Feel the weight on your. I'm gonna make another deposit into my live account because, well, I don't know why. Because I just want to be honest. So maybe I can go today. I have a little bit of time. That's funny. Like, well, times like this, like all I want to do is open chat and read it. Like, I'm really just gonna have to sit here and watch all-time highs, print or deliver. In terms of retracement levels, anything really qualifies. I feel like we're gonna have to wait for some decency in the way it's gonna form. Right? I'm not just gonna take, like, if we take out this low and close above, that's not enough for me personally. Although it does meet model criteria, I'd probably want to see like that would be like a lot easier to trust if we can actually engineer some highs to target rather than just like just one little move. Maybe for an eval trade, but no, I'm not taking that. I'm not risking my actual funds. wonder if anyone traded. Am I cooked if I open chat and ask people if they traded? Yo, by the way, let me just say one thing. If you're on TikTok chat and you're actually locked in and you want to be a part of the other people who are actually locked in, join YouTube chat. Like, no offense, TikTok chat, but YouTube chat is a lot better. Like, there's no trolls in YouTube. Genuinely, everyone in YouTube, most of them are trading and just trying to improve. YouTube chat's a lot better, man. Like, we locked in together, man. Like, we all gonna eat off the same plate. You know, TikTok chat trying to eat my like crumbs and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of you on TikTok chat are lit, but some of you are hella weird, bro. Hella weird people. Crazy. So I'm just saying, if you're a part of those people who super locked in. Monday high on ES is a drawn liquidity. So this black line right here, that's Monday's high on the S&P 500. We may hold the SMT. I don't know, but we'll just look for signatures, right? If the model forms, we can look for something. That's about it. That's all we can do, really. So we'll see. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, although I want this one to stay open, which means we're looking for a retracement into like somewhere in this green. Let me just make it purple. Somewhere in this green area, right? Our model's going to form somewhere in here. Now we have a 5-minute here. Maybe something there, 9:35. So I'm gonna remove first presentation marker. Move opening range gap. Probably stays a breakaway as well. And then we'll see if we get a retracement. If we do get a retracement, I would demand a really strong, clean, like, boom, you know? And if we get all-time highs, man, I'm gonna be honest, I'll just come back in the PM session. I also don't want to demand all-time highs, right? Like if I was in long here, I wouldn't be just leaving my order here and just waiting. I would be trailing my stop. So to me, this looks like straight external manipulation. If someone bought this in London, like, oh, you know what? Let me ask. Someone in Gems trades this model. Someone yesterday was asking me about price action, and I told them yesterday was an inside day. I probably should have also followed with the fact that if price has an inside day like this, where we don't take previous day's lower high, usually we expand the next day, right? Unfortunately, no model formed here. Obviously, you're going to find those TikTok demons who always post after the fact their RR tool. If you didn't catch this, that ass. But no, hold on. I want to see if someone actually. Oh no, he trades Euro. I'm tripping. Well, I honestly wish I could swing trade. I mean, no, I don't. But you guys know how like every day, I always look at what London does, and I'm saying this low is protected. Why is this low protected? Because we got the 15-minute CISD, right? For me, it's very, very simple. If we manipulate below midnight and we get a 15-minute CISD above, I'm expecting this low to be protected. So you could literally just trade it like this. If this low is protected, you could just hold this for the end of the day. You don't even have to close it at any specific objective. So you could literally just trade it like this. And if you put a limit order on the CISD, this is how I would trade the daily range if I could trade London. Now I can't trade London because this is 2 a.m. and I'm sleeping. But I teach this model to some people and it prints sometimes. But like I said, you can't do this every day. Like I usually tell them, look for this once per week. One time per week, it'll form really clean and it'll be really obvious. We sweep Asia low, close above, strong 15-minute CISD, below midnight, bullish market, SMTs on Asia lows, that's the day, right? And it's the one red folder after 2 consolidating days. That's the day you trade the daily range, you know? So that model, it really is a killer because it's not something you would trade every day, like I said. It's every now and then. But I trade the 930 power of 3. If you can trade the daily power of 3, if you find setups that align with the daily power of 3, you unlock like very high risk to reward setups. Very easy trading, right? This obviously wouldn't have worked Monday. This wouldn't have worked Tuesday because the market is not primed for it. But it does form a lot. It does form, and if you're ready, if you're there and you trade London, I always tell people like if I could trade, I would trade London. I would 100% trade London. I would wake up, I would set alerts and just see if this forms. I'd set an alert at Asia low and 50% of Asia. I would set an alert below midnight or above midnight, and then I would set an alert for the CISD above. And as soon as my alert goes off, I hop on the chart, and trading would be very fun, in my opinion. But I gotta sleep at least 8 hours, so. Okay, we got a clean fair value gap here. Would I ever take something like this? Maybe on an eval. Say we trade into in here and we got a bullish fair value gap out. Maybe on an eval. That's it, really, if we get it. In fact, even if we close above here, like technically, yes, the model formed. I would absolutely never take this on a funded account, ever. But let's say hypothetically, it would look like this, just so you guys can see what the model looks like. Trade into bullish fair value gap, close above, treating that as an order block. Would never take this because remember, you have to expect expansion, and there's just no way I can anticipate expansion here with high probability. We've already expanded, right? So it doesn't really make sense. So we'll see. Feel the weight on your skin. Yep, good shit, Krazik. I think you're in the stream and you heard that. It's a very good note to have. Now, sometimes, obviously, we just go sideways. So, for example, like here, yeah, we had a lot of inside days. But even you can see, inside day, expansion. The next inside day, we actually don't have many inside days on the Nasdaq. Like this is an inside day, expansion. This is an inside day, next day is expansion. This is not an inside day, not an inside day. This is an inside day. I mean, next day is not really expansion, but pretty one-sided delivery. So, and we're very much approaching the all-time high. So, again, you could hypothetically look for a setup like this. Like I said, treat that as an order block, whatever. But again, that's not my model, and I'm probably gonna open chat here and see what everyone did. Like if we get all-time highs here, I really don't see how I'm gonna take a trade. To be honest, it's like PM session. We got Monday's high on ES, by the way. So ES reached that objective we talked about, Monday's high. Today's July 9th. Feel the weight on your skin. All right. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't want to lie to myself and then put on chat, but come on here. Surely I get some slack for this. All-time high is still open, I guess. Some people are gonna short the first setup. Oh, some of you guys are responding. Yeah, like I said, yo. So if you guys are watching, and I would highly appreciate if you guys could watch this video. If you watch me live stream, I would highly appreciate if you could watch this video. This one right here, the most recent one, can't go wrong, can't miss it, right? Yeah, this is like pretty tough. Did you guys take any trades? Did anyone in chat catch any trades? Coach Gaddy, this guy was ready. I really don't know if I'm gonna be taking one here. BD. No flipping trades, yeah. You did the Inshallah model, long and hope. Gooby got an 80 plus setup. London was nice, bro. Seems like everyone's on the same scale. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Ryan, you can trade London, right? Was it you that? It was you, Ryan. It wasn't Bobby, right? It was you. It was you who asked me about the daily power 3 model, right? Midnight open is today open, bro. I did trade New York PM. Yeah, but I see. Okay, yeah, yeah. It was Ryan. It wasn't Bobby. I just sent a message to Bobby. Oops. Let me. Okay. Oh wait, no, I didn't send a message to Bobby. Anyway, yeah, no, Ryan. Yeah, today's an exact example, right? This would be your like it set it for once. Like I would say, like look for it once in the week, and then look for that. I did trade PM session yesterday. I took 2 trades. I posted them in the Discord. It was 1 loss and then 1 win. The win was more than 1 R. The reason it was more than 1 R, not because I was greedy, but because 1, I was on my computer, and 2, the drawn liquidity was pretty obvious. So like 1 R, like it's 1 R, and then right below 1 R was like very nice clean equal lows, which was my drawn liquidity. So I went for like the 1.5. I don't remember what it was, but appreciate you, Mateus. But we still got 100 days, man. We still got 100 streams, not 100 days, 100 streams. So we're talking about stuff in like 2026. Like this is New Year stuff. De-risk heavily and hold. Yeah, bro. Just flip a micro. Imagine you got a look. Let's go like worst case scenario. 1 micro Nasdaq limit order on the CISD. And I don't know what you would hold to. You just kind of hold through New York, to be honest. Or like once New York really reaches a max expansion. Right? 1 micro through. Even Monday's high is 150 points. All-time high is 225 points. It's 1 micro. You're only risking 60 bucks, 70 bucks. Yeah, Nvidia's crazy, bro. Nvidia's crazy. What's London session CISD? I trade London session. The London set. It's the same model I trade in the morning, but in London. Is there max time? You have to close it by the end of the day. That's all. Gaddy, what's up, brother? Down 1K on my funded during July. I don't enter early and I never break rules, yet it just keeps stop lossing. How many trades did it take for you to get down 1K, brother? Check gold? Yeah, you know what? We should check gold. Is gold pumping as well? Oh, this guy knows something, bro. This guy knows something. This looks like it could be a really nice setup on gold. We already got the clean reversal. Here's your highs open. Daily chart isn't too bullish, but we did take previous day's low. I'll set an alert here on NQ because I want to see how it gets hit. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This might be an eval short gold. I mean long gold. Let me lock in for a sec here. Feel the weight on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. I'll keep NQ open on the next chart here. So if you guys see this, this is NQ. So if you want to watch the NQ 1 minute chart, if you're on TikTok and you can't see both my charts, move your phone sideways so you can see the actual entire screen. Otherwise, you're missing out on half the information. The right monitor. That black line I have, I don't know what that is. Whew. I'm gonna get a nice haircut today, man. Today I'm gonna go out, go bowling or something. If we get an inversion here on gold, Nasdaq reached all-time highs there. Yes, I'm gonna be honest. For me, that kills my Nasdaq session. I'm definitely not gonna short, and there's not really anything to long towards now. So that kills my session on Nasdaq. We'll switch the focus to gold futures. We'll switch the focus to gold futures. No idea what 3-point stop loss means. So 30. Oh, it's 10. It's $100 per point. Oh, that makes it so easy. Alright, well, $100 per point means multiplied by 10. Definitely switching my focus here. I'll quickly check out crude oil as well. Crude oil a little bit more sloppy. Let's see. I would not be opposed to taking a trade here on gold. We get the inversion here. I think like a 5 micro trade. I really can't tell. Respect the bullish fair value gap, expecting this low to be safe. Retracing to the bullish fair value gap. We do have a 5-minute right below us, but we'll see if we get the inversion or not. Is there like a 2-minute inversion? That's the 1 minute can do. I'll wait a couple seconds before clicking the button. We may not even get the inversion. Okay, we didn't even get the inversion, so no need to debate an entry or anything. So I'm waiting on this set up for gold. It looks like, so hold on, let me do some math here. Let's say our stop loss is 3 points. That's 3. Wait, now it's saying 609. Oh no, per contract is. So if we have a 300-point stop, sorry, 3-point stop, 3 points. That's $30 a micro. Okay, each point is $10 risk per micro. That's what matters. That's all I need to know. So literally just multiply by 10. It's simple. All right, looking to potentially get in here if we get the inversion. Can you even trade this on Apex? On Tradeovate? GC U. No inversion there still. This one, August 2025. MGC Q2. Yeah. Okay, we're getting that inversion now. So 3-point stop, that's $30 per micro. Five times 30. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds before clicking buy. Wait, this chart is a little bit delayed. Oh no, maybe it's just different in the micro. Give me a couple seconds. Even the fill here is fine. So I'm gonna see, do we start trading higher? It's kind of slow. And we never inversed. And the reason I'm a little bit hesitant here is because we never inversed this. So, and we also have the open 5-minute, so we could technically make a lower low. I'm just waiting a little bit to see how this prints. Stop loss would be close below the body. When you trade these commodity contracts, you probably want to put your stop at the low. You get a little bit of wicking. I mean, gold isn't too bad compared to like forex or currencies, but just not too convinced in the setup because it took a long time to form. That's the main issue. We got 1 wick, 2 wicks, 3 wicks, 4 wicks, and then this one didn't even inverse. So I'm a little bit skeptical. We don't get the 5-minute OB. I think we could make a lower low here, and then just look for the model again. But we'll see. So we're looking at around 2.8 is $28. 28 times 10 is 280. Looking at around like an 8 or 9 micro trade for this account at least. Could also just be a tape read, right? There's never any rush in trading. If we look at what NQ is doing, I think NQ took all-time highs around here at 10 a.m. Or no, maybe it was like here. Yeah, no models formed on NQ. This is my right chart. This is NQ. If you were trying to watch that. I started the recording on gold 7 minutes ago. And nothing has happened. Even the setup's pretty good. I like this. I'm gonna see if this can trade down. We get a good fill, and then I'll take it. And if it just goes, then it's okay. I need good risk reward still. Oh, I don't know if it's like I'm getting different data from Alpha, from TradingView, and from TradeOvate. Like the candles are printing differently on all of them. Literally printing different. I think it's just a tape read, guys. Like it's just printing really weird. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just a tape read. We were able to tape read this and we'll just call it at that. We'll just tape read. That was on NQ was crazy. I would never sell NQ. You can take it. The model formed. You can take it if you want. You can even take it like this. This is a tape read for me. Probably not gonna take anything, BG. So I'm just chilling now. Take care, Kiss Bay. Calling it a session. Yeah, you're good, brother. DOL on gold. This is Asia highs. You got long on Nasdaq. TP of hopes and dreams. Good luck, brother. Well, thank you, BG. I actually do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna make you a moderator as well. That is genuinely what I need. Yesterday, someone told me to lock in and don't read chat, and I told them like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just bored." It wasn't fine. But I appreciate you. Reaction off today open was it for me. Yes. You're right, Vanguard. All time high is hard to predict. Right? You just gotta survive. You just gotta survive. Appreciate you, brother. Dordle? You guys want to do a Dordle? This could give a nice setup too if it forms again. So like, I think the 2 minute, yeah, call it the 2 minute bullish. This is gold. Daily power 3 was very nice today, delusional. Yeah, that's the homework I sent out actually. Studied that because that was really clean. Appreciate you, Chendi. Yeah, gold was very clean too. We manipulated below, got the retracement, no CISD here, but these two candles trading into the bullish fair value gap respect, close above. We get that in the CISD. We get the retracement. It's not the strongest inversion, but it's there. You can at least cover the partial here and then see if you get Asia highs. See if you get the buy side from lunch previous day. The model folders are on gold, right? We might have to start trading gold more instead of doing the same mistake as last time I did. Let's test further gold days. We could do that. Would you guys rather Dodal or would you guys rather a gold backtest with my model? Gold backtest, gold backtest, gold backtest, backtest, gold backtest, gold backtest, gold backtest. All right, everyone said gold backtest. All right, let's do a gold backtest. Let's set up a gold backtest. See, here we go. I need a time and date. We'll do a gold back test, guys. Almost September, bro. May 2024, February 2023, 2025. I think 2025 would be best, no? What's your model video? I never made a video on trading the daily range. This is playing out on gold nicely, by the way. See you tomorrow, Vanguard. You wouldn't even wait for the closure for CISD? Just a limit? What do you mean? For what? Take care, Mateus. Oh, you could just do a market order, yeah, but it depends on the risk to reward, right? Most of the time in London, it's not like, right, and it does come back. It's up to you. It's really just a preference thing. Do you want to guarantee you enter, so you take the market order, or do you want to hold? Look at silver, Eugenio. Look at silver. Yeah, I can backtest now. I need a date. I'm just looking at this, trying to set a date. Past couple months. We can just do February. You see the model played out on gold, right? The protraction to Asia highs. Pretty clean. I guess we can just start. Yeah, we can just start January 2025. I guess I'm not gonna do so much today, but I do trade Nasdaq. But Nasdaq's at all-time highs, and there's no way we can trade Nasdaq right now. Then we'll do it until today. Okay. We'll do a couple days in here. You gonna take a trade? No. We already tape read that one trade on gold. I didn't take it. To be honest, I just didn't want to. Not enough repetition in gold. But that's the trade. It played pretty nicely, right? That's the one we called. It's just a model, right? Nothing crazy. All right. Just give me 1 second, guys. I have to reply to this. I would do 9:30. I mean, for me, I'm just going to follow my model, right? Nothing changes. I'm not going to make a new model for gold. My model works very fine. Although I think this is an NFP day. So let's double check day before NFP. So let's do some backtest. This is the day before non-farm payroll, which I would not trade on gold. Oh, it's actually not the day before, next week. Cool. So we can trade today. Unemployment claims 8:30, 9:45, nothing crazy. So daily chart, very simple. Let's go weekly chart first. No clear bias. Obviously, order flow is bullish. Daily chart, and we also have bullish order flow. Closing, we don't know if we're closing, but looks like we could be reaching higher. In terms of objectives, we have a previous week high from here. So we'll mark out this level. Someone said look at NQ. Bro, there's nothing here, bro. I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing here. There's really no way. I would not be able to. If you really want to take a trade, if I had to say it's my last day, it would have to be something like this, and then you target upside. That's it. That's the only way I would, and it would have to be inside of a macro or something. I'm watching your 5-hour backtesting video on YouTube, and I'm already at 2:30. Nice, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the gold. Yeah, man, the gold model played out. That's the second time we've taped red gold on live together, and it's played out. So maybe it is worth backtesting, collecting some data on, and seeing if we can implement the exact same edge. And I'm gonna be honest, I already know the answer. I'm like very confident it is. But obviously, I've done like I've done so many backtests on NQ, not the same as gold. 15-minute chart. I think there's a sessions indicator here. Yeah, let's put that in there, make this easier for us. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. What the hell is this? I just want to see Asia. Asia. So I put that at 1. And then London, just 2 to 5. I don't even need New York. I don't need New York. Sorry, OCD, it's got to be exactly how it is on my actual charts. Okay, there, that's good. So we got London from 2 to 5. We got Asia. Okay, so we don't have any manipulation below London lows, Asia lows, but we did take out midnight. I view this low as protected. Kind of similar price action as to today. We're kind of just going to have to look for a high probability long. Easiest objective would be this old daily high right here from Wednesday, December 18th. So we just simply wait for retracement and see if the model forms. So first things first, we got to look for retracement now. Did that form? So technically, if we get an inversion here, you could view that the model formed. But we're too far in premium, so I wouldn't trade this. Now, it doesn't have quarterly theory. None of the community indicators are there. And also, it didn't inverse. So here, for example, technically, you could take this trade. I wouldn't take this, but we can tape read. This should just be a tape read. I wouldn't push the button here. That could be a partial, and then you just leave the rest and hope. Yeah, so you get partial and then you don't get the rest. So what I want to see is like an actual move below 930 opening price, which is right here. All right, so if we can get below, that's the best case scenario. Okay, there we get below. There's our CISD. I like that trade quite a bit more. I think that's a 5-minute gap. We can try this long here. The risk reward here is not that good though, I'm gonna be honest. We could just wait for a sort of retracement and see if it forms a retracement. So I'm going on the 1-second chart here. And I want to watch the next candle print. Oh, let's put that 10 seconds. It's kind of just going up right now. There it goes. Whoa, are they like lagging? There it's going down. And we might actually just form our protraction model here. So I could just take that. And I'll probably take the trade here. So what's the risk like? Let's just try to risk $300 per trade, just so I don't have to do hard math. Oh, that's 3,000. Oops. Okay, we'll just risk 3,000 per trade. We'll look for something like this. So if we close above here, and actually we did, I'm gonna immediately, boom. Now I'm only risking 1,000, and we'll leave the rest running, because that's a protraction, right? Bullish fair value gap tap, close above. That's a protraction model. So risk reduced already. There we get stopped out. Let's see if it would have taken our original stop. Here I can actually, no, I cannot look for a re-entry, so we just have to wait. Let's go back to 59. So we took minus 0.3 R. This doesn't technically meet criteria. Hold on. Oh, no, it doesn't meet criteria. Looking like a pretty choppy session now. Yeah, we'll probably just call it here. 10:30 maybe. Looks like we had the right draw. Yeah, we had the right draw. In fact, if we left our stop loss here, it actually would have played out, but we would have had to survive this entire run. I mean, it is what it is. At least we had the right draw. So the model formed, not the cleanest, but the model formed and the draw liquidity was met, so that's good. Good. Let's go to the next day. Okay, our still higher time frame draw was this. No way, it wasn't. It was. Oh yeah, it's that. So our higher time frame draw still open. 15-minute chart. This time we're deep in discount, and we'd have to look for a very strong reversal to trade this. Right? That's pretty much the only way. And I'm looking at the 4-hour chart, seeing if we're reaching some sort of discount level. I probably should have put on the dollar index here. No, you cannot put your own indicators. Is your model not forming on NQ for reversal? I'd have to be bearish. And the model's not going to form because I'm not bearish. So there's no way I could take a short on NQ. If you want to know if the actual setup formed, I can tell you. I really wouldn't. Like, there's just no way I would short this. In fact, I probably would opt to wait for this inversion and then long it. But again, it's going to be a no trade day for me on Nasdaq. There's no 4-hour here. I'm gonna mark this out because technically this is a 4-hour. We'll see if we can stay above that black line. 9:30 opens. Trades up, trades down, fails to take any significant level. There we inverse the 4-hour. Yeah, not the cleanest, I'm gonna be honest, not the cleanest. Looks like it might deliver the full sell side. Just based on the order flow, it looks like we're gonna deliver sell side. I wanna see a daily PO3 reversal. it looks like it's not gonna happen. We're trading at low of day. Yeah, I'd probably say no trade day here. NQ, yeah, again, if it was me, I would long this inversion on NQ. I wouldn't. There's no real drawn liquidity anymore. I mean, we've already we don't have to make a higher high. There's really not that much liquidity up here. There's really not. This high was just put in, you know? There's not that much liquidity up there. The gold consolidating after RTP. Pretty nice. I think we continue this back test, guys. Okay, we're on to the next day. We're inside of that daily bullish fair value gap. Looks like we may inverse. I'm viewing like one of these as an objective. We're inside of that. I can't check the monthly, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that. No, it's not the monthly high and low. Yeah, just gold's pretty choppy price action right now, but I mean we'll see. Daily power 3 says lower. There's the high. I don't really have a drawn liquidity though, besides low of day. Technically, I could short this. Waiting for a stronger confirmation. I'm just looking at this 15-minute and saying, do I want to get short in it? Targeting the engineered low below pre-market. Kind of what I'm looking for, right? This would be your CISD. So technically, there's your CISD. Someone said look at NQ. Still going lower. NQ beautiful short. I don't know about that, bro. We went sideways for 40 minutes and then we just dumped. Open went lower. Open went lower. And go. You traded gold today? No. Just tape readed gold. Damn, right back to 9:30 open like nothing happened, huh? I wouldn't fight this order flow on gold. This looks pretty manipulative. I feel like Trump probably said something. I feel like Trump probably said something. See if we get a protraction model here. No protraction. Could be a full daily reversal. Genuinely have no idea why I'm still on the charts. Relatable, brother. Well, I'm not on the charts, but I understand you. I guess sometimes gold is really not that easy. Is that a CISD? I think we can make the argument that this is your CISD, but we've shifted above 930, 1050 macro. We can take a short position like this and just target that low. Say that one. From the bearish fair value gap. A plus? No, but it's 1050 macro. Protraction short, expecting the entire day to flip though. It's tough to say. This should be like maybe a de-risk situation. We want to risk 3,000 per trade, so I think that's an 11. That's a trailed stop. So at least we de-risk by 33%. if we get another bearish candle, yep, that's another trailed stop. So we managed to reduce risk again by over 66%. 2 trades in a row now. There we get stopped out again. Oh, it's okay. We'll see what happens. We make a higher high. So we had wrong buys, but at least we managed to reduce our risk. Almost I keep looking at NQ. What's NQ doing? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This looks hella manipulated, guys. Like, when do we ever see this? What is this? The circle model? Circle model. Someone said look at gold right now. Pumping probably, yeah. I mean, makes sense, right? It's still the bottom. So, I mean, if gold is bullish, it's going to come all the way up here. Not today, but I'm saying if it's bullish, it's not a surprise. We get above Asia. And we also talked about this high right here, right? Previous lunch high. That's why we're backtesting gold right now. Okay. So bullish on today. So bullish. I don't know what's the plan? PMI jolts at 10. Okay. Yeah, I'm very bullish. Very bullish on this in this backtest. Okay. 9:30. Open. Trades lower. Strong move at 10 a.m. That's your 10 a.m. news candle. Very strong move at 10 a.m. That's fine. We get into the hourly BISI. We're going to get a full reversal here because that would just be lame. Look at the NQ chart. Yeah, it dumped. It very much dumped. Nothing I would catch though. So I'm now, see if we get the CISD here on gold. No CISD. There's your CISD. Would I long this? Hourly bullish, trading into London's range. Bullish higher time frame. We got the CISD. I ever take a trade like this? Guess we can try. Should be a 4 mini trade, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around the 4. It's like almost like a 5-minute entry model or something. But 1 hour bullish fair value gap. We got the 1 minute CISD, and I had a bullish daily bias. So let's see. Looking for opportunity to reduce risk. So we did trade into a 4-minute bullish fair value gap. So if we do, like, technically I could reduce my risk here. I feel like I leave it. I feel like it's tight. It's too tight. Well, maybe I should reduce my risk. Here I'll reduce my risk. Trade into that fair value gap. We get the inversion. Back to break even. We get another expansion above, another protraction. It's just quite sloppy, man. Gold is not easy, let's be honest. At least we're getting opportunities to reduce our risk, right? So another bullish fair value gap here. Tapped, closed above. But, okay. Getting our first expansion. Any protractions? Technically. So it's 11:30 now. Like, what is this trade? You've been in this trade for so long. And I feel like I'm probably just going to get the boot here. That's another protraction. Here we can finally go break even and see if we can catch a TP. Like, am I going to hold this the whole day? This is a swing trade at this point. Like, then we just close it at 2R. Would I really hold it this long? I mean, I guess. I was expecting this low to be protected. I think price is going to come up here, but am I going to hold it there forever? The whole day? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do if I'm being honest. Take 2R? Wait, it's not even close to 2R. We wish 3K on this. Stop to break even? I don't know. I guess gold probably does this a lot, right? To be fair, we had quite a deep stop loss, so I feel like protraction model plays out a lot cleaner on gold because the reversals require you to cover a stop in a large range, which means risk to reward is higher. Sorry, risk to reward is harder. Um, I'd be bullish today too, since yesterday didn't meet the objective. Again, looking for a continuation long. Hopefully it doesn't reach our red line. It does. We had the right draw on the daily charts. I mean, yeah, gold is not easy, obviously. We could try this protraction model. Let's pop out. Or try this protraction model. Trying to get like pretty done with this backtest, I'm not gonna lie. Which is expected. I mean, this is why we don't trade gold, right? And we trade Nasdaq. Because this is how price action is. Now, obviously, you have to do this over a long period of time. Reduce risk there. I feel like you also can't easily reduce your risk on gold as opposed to, because you get a lot of choppiness like this. I'll probably just close the 2R there. It's only 1R actually, but like you can't. I don't think the protraction's as clean on gold because you get a lot of sloppy deep retracements, which means you kind of just have to hold your stop. Like this probably repeats on gold. Someone said protraction formed on NQ. I don't see. Oh, this inversion here. I wouldn't trust that. Also, what fair value gap? Yeah, I guess you could argue. But are you still bullish? And what's your drawn liquidity higher? Right, those are the first two steps of protraction. Do you expect expansion? And are you bullish? I don't think I would be expecting expansion here. What's that, crude oil long? Bro, you're joking, right? I wouldn't trust it. Well, if I see something like this, bro, it took us like 34 minutes to get there. And it took us, I mean, pretty much the same amount of time. I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't trust it. It's no trade day. But I'm glad it's a no trade day because the last 2 days, well, yesterday's trade wasn't bad, but or Monday's trade, I don't remember. One of them wasn't bad. Weird ass day. Yeah, it is a weird ass day. Anyway, let's finish this week in backtest and then we'll call it. We got a couple more days. 2 more days. In fact, it's just one more day because this is NFP. So, whoa, there's our bullish bias playing out. Well, I wouldn't be able to fight that long. Be a TGIF idea, but from what level, I don't know. We're coming for that monthly high, that's for sure. I mean, at this point, we just, yeah, I was going to say just wait for a retracement to some sort of level that we can trust. And technically, you could long this right now. 9:30 opens, trades lower. That's technically a CISD. The risk reward covers pretty well. 4 point stop. That's around 8 minis. This is such a like mediocre trade. Oh, we got immediately destroyed. The 15-minute looks a lot better. We'll see if we get this inversion. Yeah, I think we'll try this one instead. Whoa, that's way too much risk. Cover the high and then we'll just see what we get. See if we get a protraction here. No. I'll just play the rest of the session. Do we have the right draw? Kind of. Did we take that high? No, not really. Well, we had the right idea and expecting expansion from that 15. But gold is not easy. I guess realistically, if I'm going to be trading gold, because of how much sideways motion, like how much consolidation there is on a regular basis. A lot of the moves happen overnight, or it's not that bad though. To be honest, it's really not that bad. I feel like we can definitely have a good time trading gold. I don't want to do like a 1 year back test on gold. Could be a classic model short, aligned with order flow as well. Not really a classic model short. This is tough. I feel like it's just gonna go sideways again. There's a lot of wicking on the gold daily chart too, which makes it a lot harder to get clear bias. Nah, no trade day. Just the one tape read. Someone said, I have backtested 2 years worth of NQ data and kind of good in it, but when I trade the live markets, I make dumb decisions. I am dumb? Well, that's a very generic thing to say, brother. How am I supposed to help you when all you tell me is you're dumb? What does that mean? Do you over risk? Do you over trade? Do you take bad trades? Are you over trading? Can you not accept loss? Are you done with your risk management or money management? What does that mean? Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Gold's not bad, but it'd be like a more swing trade asset for me. It's not gonna be really as effective as my NQ, right? 930 power 3, which it still works, obviously. And I still think it would be profitable, but I don't think it's as effective as those large moves on gold. I feel like gold also relies a lot more heavily on volatility because with Nasdaq it's the stocks, and the stock market opens every day at 9:30. But when it's gold, a little bit of different. You're relying more heavily on the dollar value and probably economic events and volatility that influence commodity prices. Not so much, day-to-day fluctuations as much. But it works. The model does work. No trade for me today. I won't be going live in the PM, no, but I will be trading it. I gotta go get a haircut. No trades for me, brother. What about you, man? Crude oil. Crude oil, same thing idea as gold. We really reversed all that. Oh, sometimes it's very easy. No trade for me, Mike. What about you, brother? You took the gold trade. Nice. Did you find that by yourself or is it straight signal? No judgment. How would you trade FOMC? I will trade my protraction model at 2:30 o'clock. Oh no, you're good, bro. I didn't even know you traded gold. I just so happened to look at the exact same gold long today. That's why. I rarely look at gold. You use trade open, of course. Yeah, join the clan, bro. Is it full? I don't think it's full. It links in the Discord. Yeah, I use trade open every day. Anything but trading. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The model didn't form here, not even once. Like, sure, you can argue the CISD, but I was bullish. The model didn't really form long. Yeah, it's an announcement if you just scroll up a little bit. Did you short? No. Did you short, twin? Well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through. I'll be trading the FOMC, hopefully. I'm gonna go get a haircut so I can be back in time. Um, will FOMC make big candles and stuff? It's not gonna be too big because it's not the full press conference. This is gonna be the minutes. Basically, instead of actually hosting the full FOMC, they're just gonna like I think it's a piece of paper, literally. They're just gonna post a piece of paper and be like, "This is what happened in the meeting," and then how whatever volatility is injected based on that. So it's not like the real big FOMC that gives you a lot of volatility. What you're looking at for FOMC? I don't know. I gotta see what two to. The most important price action is what happens in like lunch slash 2 to 2:30. Are you going to look for the 1 hour in the PM? It's not going to be 1 hour. No, I wouldn't look for 1 hour on FOMC. Like that kind of defeats the whole purpose. You're expecting large volatility and expansion on FOMC session. Now you know what? Maybe today because we took out all-time highs, I'm only going to look for 1 hour because the daily candle's already done a lot. So I'll probably just do 1 hour. But for most of the time, no, I'm looking for high risk reward setups, allow to scale in, allow to manage risk, etc., for FOMC day. Have you ever thought about switching up your strategy so you can catch these? No, never. Would you trade between 130 to 2? No, I have before. I wanted to at one point I wanted to trade turtle soup. Um, but it was just too inconsistent for me personally. Would you trade between 132? No. After 230 for FOMC always. For FOMC, me personally, I only trade after 230. So I got 30 minutes to try to find a 1 or 2 hour setup today, and that's it. 30 minutes. That's all. No trades for me today, brother. We'll try again in the afternoon. Trade different model than you, but I love watching your stream to see if buys and everything lines up. That's cool. Yeah, man. Even just reflecting after is always nice. Sometimes you miss it. Why 130 to 2? I don't trade 130 to 2. When I trade PM, I'm only trading 2 to 3 PM. And I'm on FOMC, I'm only trading like 2 to 3:30. Usually 2 to 3. Yeah, I'm gonna post what I'm looking for in the PM session, of course. I'll always post what I'm looking for in the PM session. Anyways, we had the right buys today. We weren't able to catch any moves. The model didn't really form, so I don't feel like I missed anything. I appreciate you guys coming through. Today was day 1, and on day 1 we took no trades. So I will update the title on YouTube to show that. What channel do you post? Okay, let's break down the Discord for those of you who do not know. So in the Discord, gems. This, not this. So obviously rules, any discounts if you want, Apex, TradeZella, or Alpha Futures. That's all I have. Those are the ones I use. If we do giveaways, we'll run them in here. This is the ebook section. For those of you who don't know, there's 2024 ICT notes, 2016. There's my ICT trading framework. There's my predicting market moves. This is my first version of my GEMS model. There's Trading in the Zones by Mark Douglas. There's the 1R ATM PDF, and then there's my Notion journal. This is where I make announcements. This is where I post trading stuff. Okay, this is going to be a trading section. So the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want 2 different announcement sections. So all announcements are going here. All trading stuff is going to go in here, including journals and stuff. So you can see some of the old AM journals. This is uploads. You don't need anything else. You can read, right? So the answer is in Gatie. Why did 10 people do Georgian flag? Wait, where? Yo, I don't know if you guys know, but back in the day, this post had like thousands of reactions of like every flag, bro. PM buys, everything will be in Gatie. No trades for me today. We'll try in the PM session. I'll post in here. I might have to restart this, guys. Guys, I'm gonna restart this. The reason I'm restarting this is because today is day 1, and it's 1 channel now, so I have to include my PM trades, and also it's gonna be trading. It's gonna be trading thing. So. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow for day 2 out of 100, or stream 2 out of 100. And I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, exact same time. Take care, brothers, and good luck in the FOMC.